If you run a sustainable e-commerce brand and you're running ads that seem to be getting less and less profitable, then this video is for you. Today I'm going to be breaking down the complete welcome flow guide for sustainable brands. This is the exact system we use to help our clients add 6 to 7 figures in annual revenue and lower their cost per acquisition by up to 50%. A well-built welcome flow should build trust, add value, educate, and turn first-time visitors into long-time customers. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do if you stick around to the end of this video. So why it's important. The welcome flow is one of the most important touch points in email marketing. And by the way, this document is going to be in the description if you want to grab it and read it. It's the first real opportunity to introduce who you are, what you stand for, and why your brand exists beyond your product. Done well, it makes new subscribers feel connected, understood, and aligned with your mission, edging them to make a purchase now or further down the line. With acquisition costs rising, especially from Meta, and consumers taking more time to make thoughtful, value-based decisions, brands like yours can no longer just rely on paid ads to build trust and make sales. No longer can you run an ad that says, "We're a sustainable brand, buy from us." That does not work anymore. Instead of spending more time to constantly reacquire first-time buyers, the welcome flow allows your brand to cultivate community from the very beginning. So a little bit about me. My name is Dylan. I run Citrus Sun Creative. We are a full-service email marketing agency for sustainable e-commerce brands, and you're welcome to go and check out my other social media profiles over there. Now, what's inside? We're going to go over the current problem with your current acquisition methods, current welcome flow, and what to aim for, what you can expect, and then a full 8 email flow breakdown with examples, as well as subject lines, preview text, breakdowns, and analysis, and then how to actually set this up in Klaviyo. And if you don't use Klaviyo, then this will carry across to most email marketing platforms as well. So no problem there. And then just a couple A to B tests that you can be using to optimize your flow over time. We don't want to just set it for years and years. We want to constantly be testing what works better and constantly improving. So the current problem, we're in 2026 now, but problem still carries over. You need traffic to your site. You can't just wave a magic wand and have thousands of hungry customers looking to buy. Unfortunately, I wish. You need people to see your brand and trust it enough to make a purchase. So you run Meta ads, Google ads to drive traffic. Issue number one is the team over at Meta can just increase the cost of advertising at any time. And that's exactly what they've done. The average price per ad is up 10% worldwide year over year. It's like investing in the S&P 500, but getting terrible returns. So what are we going to do? It's not like you can turn off the ads for your brand. Your traffic will completely dry up. Issue number two. Most sustainable e-commerce stores have a conversion rate of 1.5%. That means 98% of the traffic you're driving to your site leave mainly because of low attention span, lack of trust, or competitors. So that means you just have to keep retargeting them, which is really expensive, until they finally see you enough times to feel confident in making a purchase. So how do we get them to trust us? You're paying a ton of money for ads and website traffic, hoping that people will buy. But most won't. These people don't know, and they honestly don't care who you are. Customers these days are more skeptical than ever to hand over their credit card details to any random brand that popped up once on their Instagram feed. Plus, competition is at an all-time high, with most customers looking at 5 to 7 other brands before making a purchase. So to actually give you their credit card, they need to trust you and your product completely. And to do this, people need to see you multiple times to make a decision. I'm sure you heard of the rule of 7, suggesting that customers need to see a brand or message at least 7 times before they're likely to trust you and make a purchase decision. So, to summarize that, you need to be overcoming objections in order for your customers to buy. So, how do we overcome these objections? These are the most common objections that your customers will be having. Is this brand legit? Can I trust them? Does their product actually work? Is it good quality? Is the product worth the price? Does it align with my values? Bottom line, you need to prove to the customer that you can handle all of these objections. It's not like you can give your customers a phone call or go knock on their door. It's not scalable at all. I'm sure you can do it for 10 people, but after that, just not scalable. You have to send content at scale to convince these wary buyers. And how do we send this content at scale? Lots of brands will rely heavily on paid ads to get back in people's faces. And paid ads work great. People see your ads, they click on your site, look around, see testimonials, and you'll slowly begin to earn their trust. Problem is that these ads are super expensive, and it's going to drive up your cost of acquisition. Because again, the customer's wary and doesn't want to buy right off the bat. It'll usually take them a few more ads to get them to buy. Once again, expensive. So the cheapest way that we can send content at scale and build trust, and I'm sure you know what it is, we want to be able to send content in the cheapest possible way to overcome these objections without having to retarget them with ads every single time. Social media ads are great because everyone checks their social media every day, but once again, they're expensive. So what else does everyone check every day? Email. There's over 4 billion global users, and over 90% of the US and Canadian population checks the email every single day. On top of that, it's so cheap compared to social media ads. On average, your return on investment for social media ads is you put in $1 and you get $2 back. Great. On email, for every $1 you spend, you get $42 back. It's kind of a no-brainer. So, to summarize all of that, email is the most cost-effective way to overcome objections and convert skeptical buyers at scale. So, first, we need to get our customers on our email list. How do we do that? With a pop-up form. Most effective way is a high-converting pop-up form. Most of your list will be built from here, and then the rest will likely be built from customers who check out and give you their emails. But this pop-up form, it's an incentive for first-time buyers to hand over their precious email address and phone number. I have a full guide on how to create these pop-up forms that convert really high. Just over there, you can just click that. Once again, this document is in the description. So what about non-buyers? Many people won't buy right away, and that is okay. The welcome flow aims to convert as many people as possible and set the stage for future purchases. Often, people don't urgently need your product right now, but when they do, it's crucial that you're showing up and they remember who you are. So, this is just a little breakdown of how we can get them to remember us for the welcome flow, and then from sending 3 to 4 campaigns per week. And from these campaigns, they go click on our site and get into all the other flows, keeping us top of mind. So, the welcome flow. This is going to be a sequence of emails sent towards people who join the email list over a duration of 10 to 14 days. That's how long our welcome flow typically is spread out. So a juiced up welcome flow allows you to automate and predictably a juiced up welcome flow allows you to automate and predictably convert customers in the pre-purchase decision journey. The welcome flow is going to leave us with one of two options. Outcome A, convert customers who are just curious and otherwise would have left your site and gone about their day. Amazing. Outcome B, prime future customers for purchases now that all objections have been addressed. And then when our product pops up, when our email pops up and they're in the buying mood, it's the right time, they're much more likely to purchase. The problem with most welcome flows is that they're either too short in length or they pack way too much info in each email. Some brands will try to throw all their brand information in 2 to 3 emails and call that a day. Welcome flow, done. But customers today have an absolute fried attention span. It's actually 9 seconds on average, and they aren't going to read paragraphs of boring info that some random brand, they have no idea who that brand is. They're not going to sit and read through paragraphs and paragraphs of info. They need short, digestible bits of information spread out on a longer time frame. So how many emails do I need in my flow? So the answer, it depends. For brands doing less than 50K a month, 3 to 4 emails in that flow is plenty, and you'll notice significant revenue drops off after each email send. And for brands doing 50K plus a month, small tweaks and extra emails are going to have a huge effect on revenue. So if you notice that after your 4th email, it's still making you money, add another email. It's all about testing. Everyone's brand and audience is different, but this is typically the exact welcome flow sequence that we follow. So you can see that customer joins our newsletter, and if they're signed up for SMS, they get the first welcome SMS, and if not, they get the first email. Then after a day, email 2, another day, email 3, 2 days, email 4, 2 days, email 5, 3 days, SMS number 2 if they're signed up, and email 6, 2 days, email 7, 3 days, and then email 8. That is our typical structure. Now, what results should I be expecting from my welcome flow? We want to see at least 10% of all customers who received our first email to place an order. The welcome flow is also a great way to get used to customers opening our emails and seeing our brand in the inbox and helping build our deliverability. We want to be seeing at least 60% plus open rates for this first email and at least 40% for the rest of the emails in our flow. All right, now let's get to the good stuff. Let's break down all these emails in this welcome flow. So email number 1, the main goal of this email is to deliver our welcome discount. People come looking for this email as it's the one that delivers the discount. Make it as frictionless as possible to give them the discount and get them back to your site. Make sure they don't have to scroll to find the discount, and provide a button that they can't miss that has heavy contrast that will take them back to your product or your site page. That's it. This is one of the easiest emails in the flow to set up, and it will make you the most money out of your flow. So the objective: welcome and introduce yourself, incentivize the purchase, and then highlight some key products or best sellers. You see this example here. You can see how clear this offer is. 10% off. Use code chocolate. There's no way you can miss this. You don't have to scroll down to find the code, and a clear button that stands out. A couple of bit of brand info, and that's it for the first welcome email. Email number 2 is a personal reach out, a personal note from the founder, giving a little bit more info on your brand and how it started. We want to use this email to connect on a personal level with our customers. This email performs better if it's text-based, in my opinion, and the testing that we've done for our clients. It helps humanize your brand and creates a personal connection instead of just a generic, well, not a generic, but instead of a heavily designed graphic email. We want this email to be as if it's from the founder personally. So the objectives: personal connection, showcase some company values, build trust, engage your audience, and increase brand loyalty. You see this example here from Byte. Hi, I'm Lindsay, founder of Byte. Thank you for your support towards a cleaner future and planet. As a former surf instructor, I used to spend all the time in the water, blah, 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 blah. You can see how personal this is for the customer. All right, email number 3. Now that we've built that trust up, they know a bit more about us. We can start showing them a bit of our products and stuff they might like. So you can use this email to highlight popular products, and it works really well for those who are unsure on what they want from our brand. Demonstrating what other customers are buying and enjoying can help new subscribers navigate your products and make purchasing decisions easier. So the objective: showcase popular products, build trust, drive sales, and educate on value. Explain why these items are the favorites. And you can see this is a super clear example of a best-selling email. Some subject line inspo for this email: what's all the fuss about? Meet our bestseller. Your new favorite is waiting. Worth the hype? ? This is meant for you. Now, email number 4 is a discount reminder. This email is used to create urgency around your initial welcome discount offer. So you want to remind subscribers that the introductory discount will soon expire, and this email aims to nudge those who haven't yet used a discount to make a purchase before the offer expires. So the objective: drive immediate sales, reinforce urgency, maximize engagement, and then showcase best sellers. So don't wait on wellness. You still got 10% off, but not for long. And then just showcase some best sellers. Some subject line inspo is don't let it go. Your discount is expiring. Get in before it's gone. Whatever your discount code percent is expiring, just for you, X amount off. Email number 5 is an us versus them email. This is an awesome email to have in your welcome flow, and it's a great way to differentiate your brand from competitors. Highlight what sets your brand apart, be it your unique selling propositions, innovations, whatever. The objective: differentiate your brand, build brand loyalty, educate your subscribers, and then strengthen that trust. You can see this email here. Got generic plastic containers versus the elephant box containers. And some subject line inspo for email number 5: how we stack up, us versus them, why us, here's why we're different, we'll let you decide, here's the facts. This is a really, really strong email to educate our customers. Then email number 6, testimonials. 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations, as if they were from friends, from family. So this email is used to reassure and influence potential customers through social proof. Include testimonials that address common objections and showcase the benefits and features of your products. So the objective: build trust, demonstrate value, enhance your brand reputation, and then overcome skepticism of your brand. See this one from Native Pet. Dogs give it 5,839 stars. That's how many 5-star reviews they've got. And then just showcasing some reviews that help educate the customer even further, not just a 5-star product is great. It's more going into some aspects of the product and how it will help others. Some subject line inspo: our customers have spoken. Don't take our word for it. Don't believe us. We're kind of a big deal. You can input the testimonial if it's short enough in the subject line, and the votes are in, what people are saying. Then email number 6 is a last chance reminder. This email gives one last push to encourage a purchase. Emphasize that our discount is about to expire for them, and it's the final chance to use it. We as humans love leaving things to the last minute, so this looming deadline can drive the decision-making process, pushing customers to act quickly. So the objective: drive action, reinforce your offer value. Regrets? Don't have them. Last chance to take 10% off your order with code HELLO10 at checkout. Super simple email. It's going to have a really strong effect on your revenue here. Some subject line: it's leaving. No. Last chance to save X%. Don't let this one go. Your X% discount is about to expire. Then email number 8. This is the last email in your flow, and it's a personal check-in again from the founder. And this is often one of the most profitable emails in your whole welcome flow. So what you want to do is extend a personal touch from the founder, checking in if the customer has any questions and offering an additional day to use their discount. So the objective: personal connection, increase engagement, extend the offer, and drive final purchases. So you can see this email here. Hey, James here. I hope our previous emails have been a warm welcome to our brand's commitment to quality and sustainability. I noticed that you haven't used your 10% off welcome discount yet, and I wanted to make sure everything was okay and you don't miss out. Since you're new to the family, I want to extend your code for one more day. Use welcome code XC10. Check out before it disappears. Shop now. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to help. All the best, James. Some subject line inspo for this one: checking in. All good. Need some help. Is everything okay? Still on the fence? Got any questions I can help with? So now that you've done your flow, this is how to install it in Klaviyo. I'm going to let past me take this one over. So you're going to go create a new flow, welcome flow. You want to select a trigger. And so the trigger is going to be add to list, and that's going to be your newsletter or whatever list customers enter once they sign up for your pop-up form. And then these are the profile filters that you need for the welcome flow. So a person has placed an order 0 times since starting this flow. That means once they place an order, they'll be removed automatically from the welcome flow. And that means you don't have to add any more triggers throughout the flow as it's at the top level. Now you just want to set your time delays and then just add in your emails like that. And that is how you set up your welcome flow in Klaviyo. You can see the filter, placed order 0 times since starting this flow. And then some A/B tests you can run over time to optimize this flow. If you sit and forget your welcome flow after you create it, there's a good chance it won't perform the way you want. Nothing is perfect right off the bat, which is why we should always be testing. These tests won't change your business overnight, but 5% by 5%, the results are going to start to stack up and you'll see a noticeable jump over time. So important A/B test to run: subject lines and preview text. Your initial offer, if you're testing, for example, $10 off versus 10% off. The products, the best sellers that you feature in your emails is a great test to run. Text-based emails versus graphic-based emails. You can see which ones your audience responds best to. And then linking to specific products versus collections. When they click a link, does it take them to one specific product or to a bunch of different products in one collection? So these are just some of the A/B tests you can run, and this is how you set these up in Klaviyo. So you're just going to add a conditional split, and the condition is random sample, and then just split it by 50-50. So 50% of people are going to get one email, 50% are going to get the rest, and then you just do your second email just like that. Change the subject line, change whatever you want, and then pick a winner. And yeah, that is all for this one. I hope you found something of value. Don't be a stranger. I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me an email. If you have any questions, reach out to my other socials. And if you are a sustainable e-commerce brand doing at least $40,000 a month and want us to take care of everything email for you, and you can just sit back and watch the revenue flow in, then you can book a call with me either through here or I'll link a link in the description. I hope to see you soon.